As usual, to discuss where a function is increasing or decreasing, we need to first define those functions. So here we have the definitions of increasing. A function is said to be increasing if the function rises from left to right. Rises from left to right, or that is, it slopes uphill. Function is said to be decreasing if the function drops from left to right, if it is downhill. So you can imagine this is downhill, this is uphill, and the function's constant if the function values remain the same from left to right. If we have a fixed slope, a zero slope actually. So here we would have a positive slope, a negative slope, and a zero slope. Increasing, decreasing, and constant intervals must always be given as open intervals using parentheses in this form. Parentheses low, parentheses high, going from left to right. Let's look at a couple of examples here. Determine the intervals where the function below is increasing, decreasing, and constant. Well, this function's increasing from here to here. Okay, and again, we're going to use parentheses for this, but that goes from negative 4 to 0. So it's increasing, negative 4 to 0. It's also increasing on this interval right here, from here to here. That would be at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, from 7 to 8. So we would write that as union 7, 8. Those are the places it's increasing. Now decreasing, we have this segment here from here to here, ending at 7. So that would be from 2 to 7. And again, these are all open intervals if you notice. Now the last part of our function we need to discuss is this part right here. It is constant from here to here. That would be from negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 7 to negative 4. And it doesn't appear to be constant anywhere else, so that is all that we need. One more example of this. And if you notice, this function has end points here that are continuing. They go off to infinity. So this function is increasing, appears to be increasing from 3, section right here, from 3 to 5. It's decreasing on this interval and this interval. So the one on the left would be from minus infinity, and it becomes constant there at negative 1, union, and then from, let's see, that one begins at 5, and it continues on so to positive infinity. Now it is constant in this stretch here. Now we're seeing these in x values if you haven't noticed. Here it is constant from, that begins at negative 1, and it continues until 3. So negative 1 to 3. So we can describe this function by saying it begins by decreasing until from minus infinity to negative 1. It's constant until x value of 3. It increases from 3 to 5, and then it's decreasing from 5 to infinity. And that matches the description, or that description matches our graph.